welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah. If you don't already know, if you didn't know, then groovy. Thanks for coming back. I appreciate you. Yeah, so y'all, we gotta talk about this. We got another thing we gotta talk about. So I'm sure a lot of you that do follow me and are subscribed and watch my videos probably are also subscribed to Vixen, which is by Michelin Pitt. And yeah, if you did get that email or you follow her or anything to do with her on her social media, then you will know that she is now not going to be doing Vixen anymore. You know, this had me realize there are so many like rockabilly slash y'all, I can't. Reproduction, vintage, and just in pinup clothes, whatever. Like, there's so many brands that have just stopped. They just quit making clothes, and so I want to talk about a few of those, and that's what kind of sparked this whole video. Which I'm not going to do too much of a deep dive, especially into one brand that is on here. I'm sure if you go on Reddit or what have you, you can see the whole shebang with that. But we're going to get to that one. Obviously, yeah, Vixen is shutting down. Honestly, I've never had anything because I can't afford it, so I've never owned anything from Vixen. So, and now everything's going to go super skyrocketed because it's going to be a brand that no longer exists. So if you go on Poshmark or something, you might get lucky and find something for a little bit cheaper, but I highly doubt it. Oh, there's also a group on Facebook that I'm a part of, which is like the Vintage Pinup Crackden. It's what it's called, and it's a swap and sell kind of thing. It's a group on there. So you could also check that out. So there is that. Obviously, the big one that we're all probably thinking of is Pinup Girl Clothing, PUG, and that they have no longer been a thing for, it's been a couple years for that. Also, like, Michelin was a model for them at first. I'm not going to go into all the malarkey and the hogwash that went on with all that stuff. So, like I said, if you want to read about all that, just go to Reddit. I will actually leave it linked if you want to know what happened and you don't know what happened. So there is that. Also, another big one is obviously my favorite brand, which is literally just pretty much my entire wardrobe. It was like the only company that actually made clothes that were exactly my style, and that is Sourpuss Clothing. They went out of business, I think probably 3 years ago now. 2 years ago? I'm pretty sure it's 2 years ago. I think I mentioned that in a video, but once again, that was 2 years ago. I don't fucking remember, y'all. I really don't. I make so many videos. So yeah, there is Sourpuss Clothing as well. Too Fast, I don't really want to count them because when they first came out, like, I have some original Too Fast stuff, if I can find them, where they did more of like a kind of like a alternative pinup fashion, and before they went new goth or whatever, which is great for other people, but that's not my style. So, but so I'm not really going to include them. It just made me think of them because, Sourpuss, Too Fast kind of used to be the same thing. And they made the cutest damn shoes. Do y'all remember those? Some OG Too Fast apparel wearers or whatever, the like with the zombie hand at the heel. Ugh, so hard. Good luck trying to find those, especially in your size, if you wear like a 6.5 or a 7. So good luck finding those. Another one that I want to talk about is Psycho Apparel, which is from Japan, by Kasumi. Kasumi. Anyway, she has a YouTube channel as well. I do follow her, so I will leave her link somewhere. But yeah, I was really sad that, because she also announced like last year, I think it was, or it could have been this year actually, because I was waiting for this. If y'all know Psycho Apparel, and she designed all this stuff, she had these sweaters that were like green, or I think she had purple and red and black, and it was the flames at the bottom. If I find a picture of anything, I will obviously leave it popped up somewhere here in the video. But yeah, I wanted one of those sweaters so bad, and the tiger print one too. Yeah, I was waiting for them to go on sale, and it was still quite a little bit too expensive for my budget. So, and by the time I actually got the money up to get one, she had already closed her shop because you could order obviously offline. But yeah, that's a big one. I'm very very sad that she doesn't make clothes anymore. So yeah, there is that. And other one that I do want to mention is Stop Staring Clothing, because I actually have a I do have something from them actually. It's a oh no, I'm sorry, that's Steady Clothing. My bad. It's not Stop Staring. I don't have anything from them either. None of these except for Sourpuss and Too Fast are do I even have anything from. So cuz girl, the price of these dresses, the price of these dresses. And not to mention how Sourpuss's quality went down really low, like shittily low, before they even, like, the last year that they were up and running, and people are still complaining on their Instagram, because their Instagram's still up, but people are still complaining that they never got their order, that they never got a refund, never got their money back or whatever. So yeah, I know with a lot of these brands, 2020 is to thank for why a lot of these brands just don't exist now and they had to shut their doors. Mostly it's financial, and people just can't, like, there's not enough demand because now people can't afford, like, Sourpuss, for example. Why I never really got one of their newer dresses is because, or like a newer anything, except for their shower curtain. I do have, all my shower curtains are Sourpuss. So I have the eyeball shower curtain, which is in this bathroom behind me, and that which my best friend got me for my birthday. And I have the eyeball rug that matches it, but it's not the bath mat, it's just a rug. And let me tell you, because me and my best friend got the same rug, right? Hers is all tore up from her cats, and like, but it didn't even like last that long. And mine, I just had to wash it. It's already coming apart, and I've only washed it one time. Yeah. And another thing, I'm about the shower curtains. And I'll have a point to all this, I promise. Which, I mean, this is kind of the point, but like, it's because I'm talking about the quality. But their shower curtains, because I have 3 of them. I have the Tiki Monster one that y'all have seen 100 times. I have the bunny rabbit one with the brain, the zombie bunny one that's pink that y'all have seen, and then I got the eyeball one. The rabbit one is one of the original ones, and then the Tiki Monster one is from like a couple years after that. And then, yeah, this one was one of their newest ones. And let me tell you, the thickness and the length, compared to, because the first 2 are same length, they're thick, they're, and obviously these are all machine washable, so if you have one, then the eyeball one is short. It's like, it like barely covers, like, it doesn't even go to the bottom of the bathtub, which, I mean, it doesn't have to, but and it's thinner, and I don't know, man. I don't know. And then their quality, if you take any of their like old dresses, like the cupcake one I have, and just for an example, and then say you put it next to, I don't know, the pinstripe baddie dress that I have that's black and blue. I don't have the pink one. I picked the blue one. I picked it in a size way too big because I thought it was going to be tight, because some of their stuff has always been that way, like it's made kind of tight, or it's right, or go figure. But yeah, the material is so much, it's so much thinner. So a dress that you could have got before 2020 was like $40. Then all of a sudden, because they closed the warehouse down, because my birthday that year, I actually had to order from the UK website, the UK Sourpuss, to get my Tiki Monster dress for that year. It was my 27th birthday. Yes, I remember that. I remember that because I wanted that dress so bad. I got it, of course, but yeah. It just, the material is so bad, and it is like a $60 dress. So how do we go from $40 to $60? Which I know the answer to that, obviously, COVID, all that bullshit. But like, I don't know if it's just me or if anyone else can attest to that, but a lot of these brands, like, just their quality ended up being so just not the greatest, and to me, it's not worth fucking $60. I'll tell you that. Like, I don't know. Like, once again, I get it. I understand why things went up. I understand that. I get that. But still, it's like, you're charging more for something that's, it's not even worth that now. Like, I don't know. Once again, I get it. but also I don't. So this has also left me to the conclusion of like, I mentioned this to my friend who does the magazines and stuff, and I do the recipes for it when, me and her always have like a hard time. Like we can kind of relate on like, say, me doing YouTube and how it's so hard to get people just to subscribe or whatever, like it, who cares, dislike it, whatever. And because she runs two magazines and she also does photo shoots. So, and she sells her Gothic magazine more than her Rockabilly magazine or other pinup magazine. And I've noticed that. I don't know what it is. I guess like Rockabilly and pinup style itself is just kind of in a standstill because like, I don't know. I've just noticed that like there's not as many people that are creating it, or not. Well, I mean, I'm not the only one. There are other people. Of course, I'm not on TikTok. There's probably more people on TikTok or something, but I ain't one of those people. Okay, I'm not. I've been thinking about it, but I'm not one of those people. To me, it seems like it's just, I don't know. It just seems like it's like in a like stuck in a rut. I guess it's just stuck at a standstill. It's interesting, and I don't know. It's just interesting because I remember like even when I was like 15, and that's when I first started dressing this way, and all the way up until I was probably here in the last couple years, I guess, like it's Rockabilly's still been and pinup and vintage has still been, booming pretty big. But then also it's not at the same time. I don't know. I know I live in North Carolina, so there's not really a whole lot. Like, I don't really know that many people, which also I don't really talk to anybody. So, but like, I don't know too many people, especially in this area. Even though this area is really good, like with alternative and stuff like that, alternative people and stuff like that. So it's just, I don't know, people aren't really into it, which is fine. But I've definitely noticed like here recently that it's just kind of like at a lull, it's like almost like, I don't know. So yeah, what do you think? What do you think? Like there haven't even been that many bands around, which that has to do with because that hurricane hit last year. So I get that. Just, it is, the thing is with these like clothing companies and stuff going out of business, it kind of hurts our community also because there's less places to shop now. Which I mean, you can go to damn Walmart or to a thrift store or something, and you can obviously find something. You can make anything, mostly anything, look vintage. You just do your hair, which mine has fell. I had grief counseling earlier. Okay, I'm making this on the same day, so gonna try and get it out. It just won't be right now because right now is when the video should be going out, but but I didn't have time to do that, so sorry guys. But yeah, so I don't know, what are your thoughts on that? Like, do you feel like the community in this subculture culture whatever is also kind of not dying out, just like in a just in a lull, in a little, in a box, not in a box, in a ditch. In a ditch, bro. That's what it is. So thank y'all so much for watching. And of course, as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And of course, as always, don't forget to keep it rocking.